What's up, everybody? My name is Kason, and welcome back to the BBR. This week is playoff week. It is the quarterfinals, and your Toronto Razor Leafs, who were 2-4, who were 1-3 early in the season, have gone on a run and have made playoffs. We are 5-4 plus 10 differential, which actually puts us at the 5th seed, if you can believe it. Top 8 make it, and we have managed to pick up the 5th seed. Now, however, that does not mean we are playing the 4th seeded team. We are actually playing the 1st seeded team. The reason for this is that in this format for the BBR, the top 4 teams get to choose their opponents of the bottom 4 teams in the playoffs in that order. So first seed gets to pick first. And even though there were 3 teams lower than us, DyeItTight, coach of the Minnesota Lycan Wolves, decided he's going to take us on. And I'm hoping to make him regret that decision. Honestly, I think there are a couple of different reasons there could be this. It could be in terms of just teams looking good into our team. It could be the fact that I'm the least experienced of all these players and maybe he's just never played me and wants to face me. Or it could just be for the simple fact that he doesn't like repeat matchups. There are a couple of teams in the bottom 4 of the teams for playoffs that he's already played. And a lot of teams don't like doing rematches. So I don't know what the reason is, but regardless, I'm going to hope to make him regret it. He is like a super awesome guy though, super nice and awesome content creator. So please do check him out in the description below. And this is going to be his team that we are taking on. He's got a Darkrai, Galvantula, Terra Salamence, Quackleval, Mamoswine, Klefki, Sinistcha, Dunsparce, and Glowking. Now, the Pokemon I expect to show up in this week's match are probably the Darkrai, the Terra Salamence, the Klefki, Sinistcha, and Slowking Galar. That makes up 5 Pokemon. Aside from that, it's anybody's guess what the 6th one is. I could see it being Mamoswine, I could see it being Galvantula, and I could also see Quackleval, but I think the other 5 are pretty much a guarantee to show up. So in order to take that on and make our way into the semifinals, this is what we are bringing this week. We are bringing Frenchie, the Rotom Heat with the Light Clay item, Reflect, Light Screen, Overheat, and Volt Switch. Very similar to what we brought last week, but it never actually hit the field. Almost max HP, almost max speed, 12 defense as well. We're basically just clicking screens and Volt Switching out of there for the most part. We might lead this thing if the Galvantula shows. If he does bring it, we will lead it just so that we can overheat it and pressure it right away. But other than that, we will probably lead the second Pokemon, as this thing is mainly just meant to get screens up and then pivot out. The reason for this is that DyeItTight has a lot of really scary offense with things like the Terra Salamence and the Quackleval with Moxie that can really get out of control. So getting screens up is a really good way to mitigate that from snowballing. The second Pokemon, as I discussed though, that we might lead if we don't lead the Rotom is the other option. It's our Hazard Setter Skarmory with the Terra Ground, Rocky Helmet, Brave Bird, Stealth Rock, Spikes, and Roar. We don't have Roost this week. I just don't see that many situations we're going to be effectively being able to Roost. Maybe if we're behind a screen, but if we're behind a screen, we want to be in on a setup Pokemon, not this thing. So we have 160 defense with that boosting nature, 64 Spadef, 36 speed, and 248 HP. Notice the 36 speed. This is something that I've noticed in DyeItTight's videos. A lot of Pokemon that speed tie other Pokemon. For example, Sinistcha and Skarmory have the same speed. He often likes to put 32 speed investment into those Pokemon. So 36, I'm hoping to just barely trump it. Main goal here is to just get hazards up early, as his only removal is Quackleval that really doesn't want to click Rapid Spin most times. The next Pokemon is something I felt like we needed into some of these special threats, and even though it's weak to the typing, can somewhat take them on. It's the Assault Vest Iron Crown with Tachyon Cutter, Psychic Noise, Brick Break, and Volt Switch. Now this is a really nice set. 24 defense, 32 special attack, 68 Spadef, 152 speed, and 232 HP. So I've got 5 different EVs invested here. Don't ask me all the specific calcs, but I promise there is a method to my madness here. We have Brick Break just to get rid of screens, as I do expect Klefki to set those up. Tachyon Cutter, Psychic Noise, and Volt Switch is pretty much everything else we need in this matchup. The 4th Mon is a Mon that I'm hoping to take advantage of under screens, and that is Weakness Policy Iron Valiant, Moonblast, Brick Break, Knockoff, and Vacuum Wave with a bunch of speed, a bunch of special attack, and some 64 attack as well. Now this isn't mine is defense nature instead of Spadef, because I'm hoping to proc the weakness policy against something like the Slowking Galarian. That thing is just a very obvious switch into the Iron Valiant, so if we have screens up already, we should be able to super effectively take a Sludge Bomb or Psychic or something like that, get a +2 boost to our stats, and we can really go crazy from there. Even if he does get webs up, if we get a +2 on something, Vacuum Wave is still going to hit stuff really hard, even if it outspeeds us, especially something like the Darkrai. Unless he is Focus Sash or Chople Berry or something like Assault Vest, a +2 Vacuum Wave will kill the Darkrai, so even if he outspeeds me, it really doesn't matter. Another Pokemon that can set up, whether or not it's behind screens, is the Clear Amulet Dragonite with Outrage, Earthquake, Extreme Speed, Dragon Dance. I struggled to find which item I wanted to bring this week, but ultimately decided on this in case it is an Intimidate Salamence or a Strength Zap Sinistcha that switches into this, as it will block the stat drops from those. Outrage, Earthquake, Extreme Speed, and Dragon Dance. The main problem for this is the Sinistcha, so if I can get rid of that thing, Dragonite can potentially put in crazy work into his team. And in order to get rid of that is the final Pokemon that we're bringing. This is a very similar set again to last week, but we didn't get to show it off. It's a Scope Lens, Focus Energy, Iron Hand set with Terra Dark, Drain Punch, Terra Blast, Heavy Slam, a bunch of attack investment, good chunk of defense, 16 Speed F, and 76 speed. Again, that speed is speed creeping some of those slower Pokemon that may have something like 32 speed investment in them. And essentially, this set should KO pretty much everything. Drain Punch and Terra Blast is what I want to click. However, if it is a Terra Fairy Salamence, even though I expect something like Terra Ghost, Heavy Slam can do super effective damage and put in a ton of work. If we manage to click Focus Energy with the Scope Lens, every single attack that we do is a guaranteed crit, which means it bypasses Klefki screens, Strength Sap Sinistcha, Intimidate on the Salamence, and even an Iron Defense Prankster setup Klefki as well. So guys, this is the full team, if you want to go ahead and screenshot it, that we are bringing into the quarterfinals. I'm really excited about this matchup, and honestly, I feel pretty confident. I like the team that we are bringing this week. DyeItTight is an incredible player, but I'm hoping to take down the 1 seed and go from there. We'll see how it goes. Best of luck to him. Let's jump into the fight. All right, so he has Darkrai, Glowking, Galvantula, Sinistcha, Salamence, Quackleval. There's no Klefki. I am absolutely stunned there's no Klefki. Yeah, no Klefki is crazy. That is very surprising. He also doesn't have rocks. So if I can get rid of Sinistcha, Dragonite looks really good here. He's on a Boots. I think I just lead Rotom because he has the Galvantula, so I think I always just lead and try and get an Overheat off. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. So I need to remember that Glowking is hard to remove. I only have a couple of Pokemon that can do that very effectively. If it's the last Pokemon alive and I have Iron Crown, I think I can potentially beat it with like a Psychic Noise Tachyon Cutter combo because it can't slack off. But I need to try and get rid of that thing. And he leads George, which is the Galvantula. So we get the lead exactly right. So this is what I want to see. So I'm pretty sure I just click Overheat here. This thing is probably Focus Sash, which means webs are going up. But I don't think I really have any other play here. I think I always Overheat. He could switch here, but it's not the end of the world. The only thing that can like take it super well, I think, is probably Slowking. And if that's the case, like I can just screen on it. He does withdraw. So doesn't mean anything in terms of his item. He still easily could be Focus Sash. I think he probably is. He probably just doesn't want to burn 99% of his HP. But how much does this do? What does that tell me? It's like 30-ish%. So I think here... Yeah, I just got up a light screen. I don't think I have any reason not to just get up a light screen. This thing could go for like Toxic, which is annoying, but I'll deal with it. I really just want to get my screens up. Goes for T-Wave. So he expects me to Volt Switch out. So that is wonderful. And now, do I want both screens up? Or do I want to just switch? I think I want both screens up. Yeah, I want both screens up. Get Reflect. Any chance he T-Waves again? He does. What in the world? He reads it twice. I guess he thinks because we have to Volt Switch and he'll get Momentum will paralyze something, but I can go into Iron Hands here. So I get a tiny bit of chip. If he goes for another T-Wave, which he probably doesn't have Toxic if he has T-Wave, I can go into Hands, he doesn't get paralyzed, and this is like a perfect setup for me. I can't think of any reason I don't go here. I'm behind a screen. Even if he like Sludge Bombs or something, we should take this really well. Show me another T-Wave. This guy really wants to paralyze something. He's making that read. Or like 5 turns in and he hasn't gotten anything done. I'm going to Focus Energy here. He could Psychic me, but I don't want him to T-Wave me if I Terra and he swaps out. This has got to be the Sinistcha. This is literally like ideal situation for me. I have both screens up. I have Focus Energy up. We should literally just pop this Sinistcha unless it's Colbur Berry. If it's Colbur Berry, it'll live, but we will kill on the next turn anyway. Now I just Terra Blast. This is literally the exact scenario I wanted. This is like ideal start for me. So we pop the Terra. I'm just hoping for no Colbur Berry. Colbur Berry would be an interesting bring because Hands doesn't naturally get a dark move unless you count like Bling, I think it might get for Big Nugget. But as long as there's no Colbur. So he goes first. Machagata. Oh, please don't burn. Please don't burn me. Yes, let's go. This should be dead. Unless he is max Fizdef, he has a chance to live. But this should be dead. And it is. Oh my god. That is so big for me, dude. Oh, for a second, I thought the crit was lucky, but then I remembered I Focus Energy. Literally, my attacks are 100% crit guaranteed because of Scope Lens Focus Energy. I almost said sorry for the crit, but that's the whole point of my build. Is it's guaranteed crit. So we have a guaranteed crit Iron Hands behind screens right now. What do you do about this? He could go into Darkrai if he has Will-O-Wisp. I have seen him run Wisp on Darkrai once. If he goes Darkrai, it's almost certainly Will-O-Wisp. But I don't know what else you can really go into. Quackball does not handle this behind a Reflect. Like, he can CC me, but I'm going to Drain Punch, like, so much health back. He goes back into George. This is Galvantula. That's fair. He probably just goes for Bug Buzz. We have 3 turns of Light Screen and 4 turns of Reflect. I'm going to Drain Punch because I'm pretty sure he's Focus Sash. And if he attacks me, I want to drain some health back before we kill with the Terra Blast. He just goes for webs. Wow. That's a call. I mean, it makes sense. That's obviously why he led it at the start of the game, because he wants to get webs up. We Drain Punch do a good chunk of health. Unfortunately, it doesn't do over half, so we can't Drain Punch again. But we should be able to kill a Terra Blast and just... If he goes for Bug Buzz, it is what it is. I don't think I have any other play. I think it's just Terra Blast and claim a kill. It's possible he doesn't have Bug Buzz. He might just have, like, Thunder. He goes for T-Wave. Okay. So we're not going to take damage here as long as we break through this para. Come on, Hands. Please break through. Huge, dude. Huge. We have 2 kills already on the board. He has webs. We still have a couple turns of screens. My Valiant is severely weakened, and I probably should have just ran Boots this week, but... I mean, it can still do some stuff. If I can get screens back up, I could potentially proc like a weakness policy still on Valiant, maybe on the Slow King, and surprise it and deal a good chunk of damage, maybe. We'll see. But I still have Valiant for the Vacuum Wave for Darkrai too, which is important. So even if it is slowed by webs, it's not the end of the world. Goes for Dr. Facilier. This should be Darkrai, I believe. Yep. And now... He took a while to go into this. What does this thing have for me? It certainly can't kill me. He's gonna swap. That's what he's doing. He knows that I don't have many screen turns left. He knows that I don't have many screen turns left. I'm gonna make a play in Terra Blast here. He doesn't 2-hit KO me anyway. I think he swaps to Glow King here on the Drain Punch. No, he stays in. Wow, okay. I'm not sure why he went to this then, because I could have just popped him with a Drain Punch. Maybe he just doesn't have anything for it. I'm very surprised he went to this. Our light screen goes away, but he should still not be able to kill us. Unless we get parried, we just kill with a Drain Punch. Even if he's Choppleberry, we kill from here. Sludge Bomb, excuse me, 130. He is Chopple. Okay, so that's why he went into this, but still, I mean, it's still just a 2-hit KO regardless. Hands claims another. It is 6-3 right now. Hands is going absolutely nuts. I am so psyched about this. This is exactly what I wanted this hand set to do. I think both of our screens are gone now, though. So this does welcome in the bird, the Quackball, to just CC me. So I think this hand sweep is over. The question is, do I keep hands around? I think my answer is yes, because I need it for Glow King. It's one of the 2 answers for Glow King. It's either that or Dragonite, so I think I just go Skarmory here. I'm bulky enough with Rocky Helmet to take whatever this thing wants to go for. I'm sure it's a CC. He's done messing around with this thing. He only has 3 Pokemon left. I don't think he can afford to, like, Aqua Step or anything. So we should eat this CC. Yeah, what does that tell me? That's not banded. I don't think that's banded. That's definitely not. It does take helmet chip, so it's not pads. All right, so based on that damage, it's just a jolly Quackball. He's not going to let me Brave Bird this thing. He's only got 3 Mons left. I don't think hazards are the biggest deal. I would rather just... He probably goes Glow King, but if he goes Salamence, I would rather get the Brave Bird chip. And if for some reason... I was going to say, there's no way. If for some crazy reason he stays in, he just dies. But he obviously doesn't do that. Genie is the Salamence. I've watched this guy's videos. I know the names of his Mons, but Brave Bird should do a decent chunk here. Does like 35. And it's Moxie, not Intimidate. So this thing is probably physical, not special. It's Terra Electric. Do we die to a Terra Electric Terra Blast? I'm going to Roar in case he goes for Dragon Dance. From what I'm seeing, if this guy is physical, which I think he is because he's Moxie, we have a chance to live a Terra Electric Terra Blast, which he is going to Terra Electric, which makes sense. But he still could be going for a D-Dance. But if he Terra Blast, we have a chance to live this if it's physical, if it's Jolly. If it's Adamant, it kills us. But we have a roll to live on Jolly. And he does go for Terra Blast, so this probably kills. Yeah, it does kill. Oh, it's a crit. Okay, well, that definitely kills on a crit, but most likely that kills anyway. Most of the rolls kill. So I don't think that crit super mattered, to be honest. Maybe we would have lived without it, but it's really not a big deal. Most rolls are in his favor to kill there. So he's +1 though. I'm trying to think of what this guy's full move set is, because this is the one turn I need to get right, because I need to get around this well. Jolly +1 EQ has a chance to kill Crown. Adamant most likely does. If he's scale shot on, if he's loaded dice scale shot, he could take out Dragonite. If he's dual wing beat, he could kill Valiant. So it's like, what set does this guy have? I think I just go Rotom here and get a Reflect Up. Rotom should live, I think, any one hit. Unless, does it get Stone Edge? It does get Stone Edge. I think that's the only move this guy could go for to kill me. I think we live any other one hit. Rock Slide, we live that 100%. No fucking shot. He crit again. Oh my god, dude. He's got 2 crits in a row. First one didn't really matter. That one super matters. Do we lose to this now? Dude, am I crazy? Adamant +1 Rock Slide has 1 roll out of like the 15 rolls to kill. Jolly never kills, even at +1, so that crit super mattered. And now I don't get my Reflect Up. And now I think I lose. Because Vacuum Wave into E-Speed is literally my only play now. Wow, that's brutal. I think we're just about to get reverse swept by this Elements because that crit on Rotom. Pretty sure. Because we're slower due to Sticky Web now. I have to Vacuum Wave into E-Speed and just pray. Brutal. Yeah, I don't know what else I can do about that. From what I'm seeing, it depends on his set. If I get high rolls, Vacuum Wave into E-Speed could potentially kill. That's maybe enough for E-Speed? I don't think so. I think E-Speed's going to be just shy. He's just going to Terra Blast. Now he's going to be +3. Oh, man. This sucks. I'm not going to lie. I was feeling really good about this game. I think if I get that Reflect Up, I think I'm chilling. Because Reflect negates the +2. And then it's like he's even. I can either go into Valiant or Dragonite and take care of this thing, and I think it's fine. I think I just have to go Dragonite here. I mean, I guess I maybe could have went Hands instead of Rotom. Maybe Hands would have lived a hit, but if I got fully paired, then the game was over, probably. Fury, I need you to come through for me, bud. I need you to kill with this E-Speed. I need you to somehow kill. Or somehow this guy doesn't have a Dragon move and can't kill me. That's my only play. If we don't kill, I think we lose. Do we live? Holy shit, Dragonite, you're the GOAT. This game is not over. We E-Speed again. I can't think about this. He probably swaps. Maybe I should have thought about this. If he swaps on my Dragon Dance, do I win the game? Probably. Maybe I should have. But if I don't E-Speed here, and he stays in, then I instantly lose the game. So I feel like I'd rather just have the game keep going. Holy shit, this game might not be over. I thought we were about to get reverse swept on that crit, but Dragonite lived a +2 Rock Slide. So this guy doesn't have a Dragon move. Man, so I easily could have went Dragonite on Rotom. I really thought this guy maybe would be like loaded dice scale shot or something. Because of the multi-scale on Dragonite, I thought he might run a multi-hit move. He swaps out, so... Man, just imagine if I Dragon Danced here. This game would probably be over, because I'd be +1, and I literally just kill everything with Outrage. I think. That does a decent chunk. Now what do I do about this, though? Because Quackaball 2 shots, both Crown and Hands. Do I just E-Speed and get my damage? Does Crown live a +1 close combat? Crown always lives a +1 close combat because he's Jolly. And I know he's Jolly based on his damage roll earlier. I'm going to have to count on Hands to kill the Slowking. And I think... Maybe this is the wrong play. Maybe I should have went to Crown. I don't know. Yeah, he's going to triple axle. He does hit it. He gets another crit. That crit didn't matter, but it's hilarious that he's gotten 3 crits already. Hey, I'm the crit set, not you. I'm the one who's set up for crits. Why are you getting good to crits? Okay. I go into Crown now. So we live a +1 close combat every time. The unfortunate thing is here, if he just CCs, I think we just lose. But he doesn't know our set. He would have to respect setup, right? So he probably goes Glow King here. Because if I Agility, he doesn't necessarily know my set. He might have to respect setup. Now, I think I just Volt Switch, because Volt Switch would kill this. And if he does go into Glow King, then I Volt Switch into Hands and kill it with a Terra Blast. He swaps. Holy shit. I think that's actually a mistake by him. I think he probably should have just taken his CC damage, because I think Salamence probably just wins otherwise. So we get the Volt Switch. This game is not over. We might have a chance, actually. Man, I thought I had this like game wrapped up, and then I thought I was done. I don't think I can afford to focus energy here. I don't even think I need the crit, do I? On most Slowking sets, I don't need the crit to kill this. So it's always just Terra Blast click. And he is faster because of webs, and we don't get paired. He's Colbur. Tough. That Colbur berry is tough. Although, honestly, maybe that's better for us, because if we kill here, then Salamence comes in and gets a Moxie boost. And then we lose. So maybe it's better he lives here. Can I outplay this? If he goes for Sludge Bomb again and I go into A-Train, I think I can outplay that. If he goes for Sludge Bomb, that's the best move he has to hit me, because that's his stab move. Because otherwise he won't kill. I think he's going to go for Sludge Bomb. I think the only way I can win this game is to go into A-Train here on the Sludge Bomb. He can't slack off because he knows he would die to a Terra Blast, and maybe he doesn't realize that coming in for free with Salamence is the play. Because I think that would win him the game. I'm going to go Crown here. Please show me the Sludge Bomb. If this is Sludge Bomb, I think we can win this game. Show me the Sludge Bomb. I think we have a chance. Let's fucking go, dude. Okay. This guy's going to know that he doesn't die to one Tachyon Cutter. If he has Slack Off, he will go for it, right? So I Psychic Noise now. If he switches to something, they die. He does switch. This is a kill. Something is dead. That's super good for me. It's Quackleval. That's fine. So we kill the Quackleval. Slowking is going to get HP back. If he goes back into Glowking, Volt Switch into 2 Tachyon Cutters might be enough. He does. That's pretty healthy. I don't know if that's enough. I have to try for it, though. I don't think I have another play. Because he's going to know now. He's going to just attack. He's not going to risk... He's not going to risk Slack Off. Now he knows I have Psychic Noise. I think I always Volt Switch. He's got to have another attacking move for me, right? Like Fire Blast or Flamethrower or something. Dark Pulse. I think I just have to pray that Volt Switch... I Volt Switch to deal chip. Crown has to win this game. So I Volt Switch into hands. Let him die, and then pray that 2 Tachyons kill, and that somehow I can live Slowking into Mence. Which is probably not possible. But I think that's the only play I have. And if somehow he went for T-Wave or something... Yeah, he didn't. He goes for Flamethrower. That's fine. He's not going to fuck around with Sludge Bomb again, obviously. He's going to Flamethrower again. I'll just Terra Blast, but he's going to kill us. Yep. And now... I think there's a chance 2 Tachyons could kill from here. He's not Assault Vest. We already know that. I think we have to high roll twice. If he's Super Spadef, Tachyon does 27 max each time. But if he's not, if he's like mixed, we could definitely kill in 2 hits. We have to kind of high roll these, I think. Is that crit? Oh my god, we got 1 crit back. That crit might be the difference. We are AV. We should eat this Flamethrower. 283. Holy shit. We Tachyon again. No shot, dude. Did we just come back? How much does Earthquake do from Salamence? We have 283. Tachyon Cutter should kill always. Yep. Based on that damage right there, I'm actually not even sure we needed the crit. We might have killed without it. Because we almost killed on that first hit. That crit might not have even mattered. I'm actually not sure. I actually don't think it did based on that. We should live an EQ from Salamence. I think we win. From what I'm seeing, we always live in Earthquake. No way, dude. Oh, man. No way. That's tough. GG. That's tough. Not gonna lie. GG to DyeItTight. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a ton to say right now. I'm trying to figure out what I want to say on this. That's tough. We got a crit on the first hit of Tachyon, but that's a 25 extra base power. And based on how much that last Tachyon cutter did, I don't even know if that crit mattered. He got 3 crits on Salamence. The first one probably didn't matter. If he's Jolly, we have a roll to live without the crit on Skarmory. The crit definitely mattered for Rotom. And then this crit definitely mattered on Crown. Unless he's Expert Belt. If he's Expert Belt, then well played. But I don't think he is based on the damage Dragonite took. That's tough. Guys, thank you so much for watching as always. Unfortunately, that's going to be the end of our season. I'll probably do a little post-com thing because I'll probably have my thoughts more gathered together. But regardless, thank you so much for watching. I'll probably talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. So I am here. I've collected my thoughts a little bit. And I just kind of want to talk to you about that game and the season in general and all that kind of stuff. So obviously the elephant in the room is some crits didn't go our way, and that's unfortunate. But I really hate when people complain about the RNG and like losing to it. Pokemon is a game that is filled with RNG, like just in so many aspects. So I never want to be like salty or like that person who's be like, oh my God, I lost because of this crit. I should have won. Like, I don't like being that person. So I'm not going to be that person. That said, that game was tough because specifically the final turn, that crit definitely did matter. So we exchanged sets, me and DyeItTight. He was Jolly. He was not Expert Belt with his Salamence. And so we actually lived that Earthquake every single time. I don't know if the crit mattered on the turn before. I haven't calculated that with the Tachyon cutter. The crit, again, because he was Jolly, definitely mattered with the Rock Slide for Rotom. However, there were a couple of things that did go my way that I didn't really discuss during the game. Most of it was just the fact that Iron Hands was paralyzed for 2 or 3 turns and never actually got fully parried. Now, granted, you only get fully parried, I think, 25% of the time. So technically you're not, like, the odds are to not get fully parried, right? Most times, but it is still somewhat fortunate to not get fully parried like 3 times. So that is fortunate for us. Obviously, the crits felt bigger to me just because like that game was tricky where I think if we get that reflect up, I think we're in a really, really commanding spot over the game. That being said, he realized when he was behind, when he didn't have a good way to deal with the Iron Hands, his win con, right? He got his sticky webs up and he got his Moxie Sweeper in, and that was his win con. And so, like, well played to him. He's been a phenomenal player all season. He was 8-1 plus 24 for a reason. He was the first seed. And yeah, as much as I am disappointed that we lost, I do feel good in the sense that in an alternate reality where him and I make all of the same decisions, I think more often than not, I win this game. So, you know, that's okay. And today he won, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to sit here and complain about it. I just feel like that's really lame to do. He played well. It was a hell of a game. It came down to like literally like 10 HP. So heck of a game. I just wanted to say with this team, with this season, just a big shout out to a handful of different people. Thank you to John Jr. for putting my name out there and getting me into this league. It's been a phenomenal experience. I've really, really enjoyed it. Got to play against a bunch of really good players and content creators. Shout out to OG Albina as well, who runs the league and allowed me into it. It's been an absolute ton of fun. Thank you to everybody who I got to face this season. A lot of enjoyable matchups, a lot of enjoyable fights. I feel like I improved throughout the season, which has been fun. And also, I just wanted to shout out a few different people who have helped me prep throughout the season. Goki Gamer, Darude, Brandon P, also known as Just Another PokeTuber, and also my buddy Steve for help with mocks. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Kaz the Weeb also gave me some help as well. So thank you to all of you guys throughout the season for different, helping me on various weeks. The team, I really enjoyed it. When I drafted it, I enjoyed my first few picks, but it didn't really feel cohesive. And I know when I made transactions after week 4, I was 1-3. And I know I got a couple of different YouTube comments of people saying like that the transactions were weird or strange and stuff like that, because I didn't have a dark type, I didn't have a ground type, and all this kind of stuff. But what I've realized this season is that honestly, comfort and roles are way more important than saying like, oh, you need this specific typing in this specific situation. Like, there's probably exceptions to that. Obviously, it's good to have a ground type. It's great to have a dark type. But for me, it was more just like, do I feel comfortable piloting these mons? And the fact that we were 1-3 before the transactions, then we won 4 of 5 games, and then had this game, which we were very close to winning 5 of 6 games and still going. I think it shows that kind of thing, like just drafting for roles and drafting for comfort, can be really, really effective. I feel really good about how I've been playing the last like month or so in this league. So even though our run is going to get cut short, I'm walking out with my head held high, honestly, because going into this league, I wasn't sure how I was going to do. I typically have confidence in myself, but these are mostly players who've been playing for many years. And the fact that I've been only playing Draft League for about a year or so, I feel pretty good about how I competed this season. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how I can do in future leagues and stuff like that. In terms of the Pokemon that we drafted this season, Hands was a monster. Terra, Iron Hands, especially in the back half of the season, once I got a couple of other roles like more defined, Hands felt super strong. I liked a couple of different sets with that. Valiant felt like a really good Pokemon. I think it would be much stronger on a team with better hazard control. Skarmory was my only hazard setter. I had one or two hazard setters early in the season, but again, those weren't super good ones. Those were low tier options. So I think if you draft something like Valiant, getting something early on that's a really good hazard setter could make this thing go crazy. On my team, I think it was strong, but not insane. I like Dragonite. Crown put in a lot of work, was a lot of fun. Skarmory and Blastoise, shout out to both of them. Skarmory was like 1 in 5 on the season. This graphic is from before this week. But it put in so much work just getting like hazards up and doing a lot of damage. It brought a Mon or two down to like a Focus Sash. Rotom Heat was kind of meh, honestly. Not a huge fan of it. It had one like pop-off week, but honestly, other than that, was not great. And Shaman only came once. Not a huge fan of Shaman. So honestly, I would say I loved the whole team, except Rotom was okay, and Shaman I really didn't enjoy that much. But regardless, I had a lot of fun this season. I got to play against a number of different people who I've actually been watching play for a while, so that's been a really cool experience. And I'm looking forward to whatever leagues are coming out in the future. But thank you guys, as always, so much for watching me all season. I really do appreciate you guys watching and leaving comments down below and all that good stuff. I'm sorry that it couldn't come through for you in the win here. I think there was probably a player or two I could have technically done a little better, but I actually felt pretty good about how I played this week. If I would have changed anything, it was probably just like maybe go heavy duty boots on Valiant. But that felt really bad unless he brought Galvantula, and I honestly didn't think he was going to bring Galvantula. So, you know what? It is what it is. I feel pretty good about my play. Walking out with my head held high and looking forward to whatever the next experience is. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.